If for 1 second you thought I was not making another video, when the market double topped, you were sadly mistaken right there. The market top on June 26th. The double top is in on the S&P 500, the real stock market, and the NASDAQ has exceeded its double top at all-time highs. Once again, the S&P 500 double top. What is a double top? A double top is a bearish reversal chart pattern that suggests a potential shift from an uptrend to a downtrend in the stock market. It is characterized by 2 consecutive peaks and roughly the same price level separated by a moderate trough. The pattern is confirmed when the price falls below the neckline to the low point between the 2 peaks. Right here, right here. Look at that trough and look at that double top right there. This is how close we are. Happened exactly on the 26th of June, right? So why did they give us September 23rd? Why the hell did they give us September 23rd? There's only a date they gave us. They gave us Pentecost. When's Pentecost? On June 3rd. So if it's not June 3rd, we have to look at the 26th of June, unless you're a damn Jesuit. You look at the 26th of June. And why the hell do you look at the 26th of June? Not only because it is 623, 326, it's also 329, September 23rd, the day they push down your throat. So if it's not June 26, what day is June 26? It's Savan 30, right? Savan 30. What's Savan 30? June 26th, the Julian is exactly this day, right here on June 13th. 5/17, the start of World War III. If it's not 5/17, what is the only day you can look at this point? If we're in a double top right here, we're not going to September, we're not going to October, we're not even going into freaking July, for God's sake. We are right here. We are at the most bearish signal in the market right here. So if it's not June 3rd, if it's not June 26th, what is the date you look at? June damn 30th. And who is ready to celebrate the love story of their friends? Good old Ivanka. Good old Ivanka. And why would she post her room number? Why the hell would she post the room number? I'll tell you why. What does October mean? It means 8, obviously. And when was the emergency text alert? It was on 10/4. 10-4, the emergency text alert in the middle of the day, right? 10/4. And when was the Beirut nuke? The Beirut mini nuke, it was on August 4th, 8/4, Obama's birthday, right? So what does Tammuz mean? Tammuz means 10, right? Obviously 10, and it means 4. 10 minus 6 is 4, so 10 and 4. So what day is that? That's 10/4, good buddy. 10/4, the exact day of the emergency text alert, right? On June 30th, 10/4. And it's Oct 4, Obama's birthday, the Beirut mini nuke day. But what is the Julian of June 30th? Obviously, it's right here. June 17th is the day. June damn 17th is the damn day of June 30th. And what's June 17th? It's 5/17, the day of the flood, right? Month 2, right? Month 2 is the day of the flood, but we're in month 3. But why are we in month 3? Because we're a month behind. And when was May? May was in month 2, like I said in the last video, right? So May was in the last video, it was a month behind, so that's month 2. That's why we were looking at June 13th, right? June 13th plus 13 is June 26th. You have to have 326. There's no way I was not going to choose 326 and 923, for goodness sake. So if it's not that day, what is the only other day? It's June 30th. What is the Julian of June 30th? It's 5/17, right? 5/17. And we all know 5/17 is the Netflix World War III start date right here on 5/17. And 0 is not a number. So that gives us our June 3rd Pentecost date, right? And what is the lunar of that day? The lunar of June 30th is obviously simply June 5th. And what's June 5th? June 5th is 6/5, market collapse war coverage day is June 5th, right? Market collapse June 5th. And what else is, so the lunar date of June 30th is June 5th. And what else is that day? It's Tammuz, which is 10, and then it's 30. So let's look at Blondie. Let's take a look at Blondie. Before we look at Blondie, June 5th is 9, right? The month is date 9 and 6. Let's look at June 5th, actually. Just so we're not confused, June 30th is the date June 5th on the lunar, right? June 30th is June 5th. That's what we're talking about, June 5th, right there. And it's grain and ear day. Interesting. Grain and ear, okay? Maybe a shot in the ear? Okay. Grain and ear day. But June 30th is the date June 5th. And what day is June 5th? It's 6, obviously June 6, and it's day 9 on the Hebrew. So 6-9. And then what is the day on June 30th? It's 10. Tammuz is 10 and it's 30. Was the only 6-9 and 10-30? Let's go to Blondie. 6-9 and 10-30. Precisely. We're all tired of looking at Blondie, but Blondie gives us only a couple days, and that day, Blondie gave us June 3rd, Blondie gave us June 26th, and Blondie gave us June 30th. Once again, 10:30, just like it shows in Blondie. And what are the odds? The lunar of that day is exactly 6-9-9-6. And you take Gentile month 6 and day 5, 6-5, market collapse, war coverage, exactly on 6-5, right? But the most important thing, double top. And what happens when you go 2 days back from June 30th? You get to November 20th. November 20th. What was November 20th? November 20th was the day that Putin shot off the ICBM. It was actually the 21st, if you include the day, right? The 21st. So November 20th was exactly the day, the 21st, if you include the day, the 21st was when Putin shot off the ICBM. June 30th minus 2 days. Right there, Putin shoots off the ICBM. 222 days. And this is probably not important to anybody but me, I guess. But 666 days ago, September 3rd, was highly coded. That's when Jonathan Kahn was going to release his book, The Dragon Prophecy. But on 9/3, 6/3 was the start of the end of Rosh Hashanah. 9/3, right? 9/3 was the end of Rosh Hashanah in 2023, and then they attacked on October 7, 2023. And the International Day of Judgment, when is that? On the 17th, 1,260 days ago, January 17th. But more importantly, what is the emoji on the phone? Emoji on your phone is 717. What does July mean? July means 5. And what's Sivan? Sivan obviously is month 9 and month 3, right? And May means 3. That's how they hide it, 317. So if we're looking at the Julian of June 30th, that's 317. What happened in 2020 on 317? In 2020, on the day 317, March, right? March 13th was exactly the day, right? 13 days later, you get June 26th, 326. So if it's not 326, you got to look at the 17th. So what's the 17th? 317 was the day, March 13th, which is 317 right there, clear as day. That was the day that United States was declared a national disaster for the first time in history, right? On 317, right there. And what does Adar mean? Adar means 12 and 6. 12 and 6. What is the Julian? What is the Julian of June 30th? It's right here. It's the 17th, right here. 6/17. They're doing it on these days right here. You can't just randomly pick a damn day. How the hell did I know April 20th and the rest of it? Obviously, the final bam boom is hard to figure out because it could be June 3rd, it could be June 26th, or could it be June 30th? We're about to find out. But you know it's about to go down when you have the most bearish signal in the stock market ever. That is the most bearish signal in a stock market, is the double top. This is not going to go to September. It's not going to go to October. It's not going to go anywhere in July. I don't know what happened in July, but it's not going to go. June 30th is we're looking at. We're at the market double top, and we're at exactly the date, 317. So if it's not the 26th, the date they pushed down your throat, June 13th, Savan 17, you got to go this 17. The 21st night of September, 921. 21st night of September. The date is 321, right? TikTok 321 and 921. So does it go down Monday night? We shall find out if it goes down Monday night. Once again, this date, June 30th, is the 5th. And once again, we have a perfect, precise Blondie match right here, 9/6 and 10/30. Tammuz 30 right here. A perfect match to Blondie, right? And was September 22nd our 7 full day warning to the 30th? We're about to find out. It's right here, right now, with our double top. And what month is January? January is month 11. 11 minus 6 is 5, right? 11 minus 6 is 5. That's month January. What happened on exactly on January, this January 7th date? January 7th, California burn, right? California burn exactly on January 7th. So if California burnt on 1/17, what is the only 1/17 left? 1/17 right here. June is month 4 and month 10 traditionally. There's your 7/11 right here when California burned, 1/17. It's also 5/17 because month 3, we're in month 3, right? 3 is month May. Pay attention. May is month 3 traditionally. 5/17. And what is the 17th? The 17th is the International Day of Judgment. The Day of Judgment. So it can only be June 26th, June 3rd, or June 30th to get to your 5/17 day, right? If they go into July, it can't be July 17th. That's the emoji on your damn phone. And you think it's going to go to July 30th with a double top in place? I think not, dude. I think not. World War III starts on 5/17. So you got to look at this date right here on June 26th, the Julian of June 13th, Friday the 13th. If it's not that day, you have to look at June 17th, and it matches perfectly, precisely, concisely to damn Blondie and to Pentecost right here, 3/3. And when did Miss America get suicided? On January 30th, right off the 29th floor. So she was pushed off the 29th floor. When is the 29th end? In the middle of the day on the 30th. She was pushed off the 29th floor, and she on January 30th. And once again, what does January mean? January means 5, right? 5 and 11. And when did the pandemic begin? It began on 11/3, right here, 11/3, June 30th, 11/3. The Julian of that day, I just showed you, is 3/17. Saban means 3. So this is the exact day that the pandemic began, the circle back, and the exact day that the U.S. was declared a national disaster. It's the exact date in Netflix, the 5/17, World War III on 5/17, right there. But most importantly, it's the month 10, 10/4, and right here. This June 30th is a day I would have never chosen over June 26th, because June 30th, the last day of the month of June, towards the end of June, it says in Jonathan Cahn's book, Pride Cometh Before the Fall. Well, I would have never picked past June 26th because they did all those rituals on June 26th with the Defense of Marriage Act. So do they pull it on June 30th? We shall find out very soon. But once again, the double top, the damn double top is in like Flynn. We are right here. The most bearish signal in a market you can have is a damn double top. And the only other signal you can have is Miss Ivanka telling you Oct 4. Oct 4 right here. Post in the room number. Dulce Vita. Adios amiga. And if we're looking at June 17th, what is that day on the Torah? It's 3/2/3, June 3rd, but it's also the 20th. And once again, what's January? Month 5. When was Homer sitting on a bunch of burning buildings? Exactly on 1/20, January 20th, right here. That's why they have the inauguration on January 20th every year, every 4 years. January 20th, right here. And what are the odds? that the Julian of the 17th this year is exactly January 20th, and January 17th is the International Day of Judgment. Right damn here, the double top. Do not look at any other date. We are right here. We are hours, if not just days away. Once again, if it's not June 26th, they're not going to pull out on a Friday afternoon. That's the thing talking about Friday afternoon. That's too obvious. They're going to Manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day.
When someone asks me how much I have spent on my dog,
$700 billion and $1.3 trillion.